What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today for this awesome video. Today we're going to cut right to it. We're going to go through 20 of my most favorite Funko Halloween scary autographed rare vaulted grails. That's right, 20 of them. So stick around. Today's going to be a mix of my most favorite horror grails slash some other pieces that are Halloween slash scary related that might not be grail, but they have a lot of meaning to me. And I would also like to thank the awesome person who wanted to see this video. I'll put your username right here. Thank you so much for your comment on one of my previous videos. I couldn't wait to show these guys off, and I figured, why not show some horror grails from Funko? So I'm so excited. And guys, if there's any videos that you want to see or anything that you're interested in learning more about, please let me know. I would love to make a video about it. So without further ado, let's get into our 20 horror slash Halloween slash vaulted Funko grails. Hey guys, just wanted to take a second to let you know to please go follow me on Instagram at Funko Freak Collects. Also subscribe to my YouTube here, but also follow my amazing boyfriend at Deadpool_collects, who will be coming here all the way from Australia. This will most likely be my last video before New York Comic Con. Paul and I will be there all 4 days, so expect a ton of videos, expect potentially some live streams as well, and we cannot wait to share some really special memories as well as all the news from the con. We have panels, we're going to, of course, all the exhibitors, all the different special experiences there at NYCC this year. So please don't forget to follow along. We're going to be posting a ton of stuff from the convention and our journey together, and can't wait and so excited to see Paul. I can't even begin to even tell you guys what that feeling is. Oh, I love him so much. So can't wait to be back together. Can't wait to go to New York Comic Con together. Please check us out on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe here. Turn on the little bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys at NYCC. Okay, now back to the video. Bye guys. Let's start with a really awesome Freddy Funko. So this is number 5 from the Umbrella Academy. As we can see here, of course it's Freddy is number 5, but he's actually holding his little axe. And one of the ones that I really wanted was actually the bloody variant of this. This was from Fun Days 2023, so last year. And oh my gosh, guys, I was ecstatic when I saw that this pop was being released because I love the Umbrella Academy. Paul does too. And I thought this pop was so freaking good. So I knew I had to have it. And funny enough, this actually came in my box of fun. So this is one of the first ones. I definitely want to get the bloody variant one day, but I absolutely love it. And this pop is just incredible. The next one will go for a little bit less of a more rare pop. This one I will say is cheaper in value, but it's still hard to find. And that is Sabrina Spellman and Salem. So here we can see we have Sabrina with her cat Salem. I love when Funko does these pops and buddies. Now guys, I do want to just mention though, this is actually from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, otherwise known as Chaos. I loved this show when it came out. I watched it all the way through right as the episodes came out, and I actually went back and had rewatched it as well. So I absolutely love this show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix if it's still there, and there's a lot of well-known faces. Ross Lynch was in it, of course, Kiernan Shipka, but oh my gosh, I love this pop so much. Here's the back. They only made one from the collection. I actually bought this pop, I'm not even kidding you, for $2 someone was selling it for. So I had no idea until I had come across it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea they even made this pop. So I love this one. Funny enough, it's actually number 777, which is funny because it's a very like demonic spirits, crazy good show. So I always got a kick out of how it's number 777. So that's my first two that I'm going to show you guys. The next one, I feel like we got to introduce a grail here. We are going to go for Freddy Funko as Reaper. Oh my gosh, guys, this pop was one that I was hunting down. Now, it's only limited to 1,550 pieces, and I'll show you a little bit here. You can actually see he's standing on a circle and pedestal of skulls. I love this pop so much, and I want to give a huge shout out to Papa Top 2022. Please check them out on Instagram and whatnot. I actually purchased this pop from them, graded, and it is an 8.5. They have the best selection, the most incredible prices. They are amazing people. My mom and I have really loved them from the start of when we first started collecting, and their shows are awesome. So please go check them out, give them a follow, and definitely if you are in need of any Grails, go to them because they are the most incredible people. So this pop I absolutely love. I love Freddy's face in it, really does it for me. And this was, of course, one of the NFT pops. So that is the NFT. I believe this was this a legendary? It was a legendary. So you could have pulled this in the packs. Of course, I actually didn't even go for this drop. This was before I started collecting NFTs. So I had to go back and buy it as a physical, but I absolutely love it. The grading on this is incredible. It's graded by PSA. They are the only grading company that I will use. I really love them. And the pop is just amazing. And at an 8.5, it's in incredible condition. So next up, let's go for more of an anime horror grail. And this is Ryuk from Death Note. I love this pop. I really want to get the full line of Death Note pops one day. I think they're so nicely made. I love the characters. I love the details on them. And Ryuk is just one of those that has always stood out to me. And I always tried to get on auctions and stuff like that. And especially in Whatnot when we first started collecting. But everyone would snap him up immediately. So he's got the little apple there. I love the design of this pop. I'll take him out of the little protector here so you could see the detail a little bit closer. I absolutely love it. Here is the side and back of the box. It is just so gorgeous. The next one that I'm going to show you is actually an out of box because I actually had purchased this out of the box. I knew I didn't want to keep it in the box. So I figured, you know what? I found one that was for sale out of the box. Let me just pick it up. And that is Georgie and Pennywise. This is a Movie Moments pop. And in my opinion, this is the best Movie Moments Funko has ever created. So I had to show it off today. This pop was going for actually a very expensive price for a while. I don't know what it's up to now, but everyone was going crazy over this and it was very popular. Now I love Pennywise. I love the new It movies or newer It movies. And this is just so incredible. I love displaying this year round, of course. But here we have, this is an exact moment from the movie, from It. And here we have little Georgie, poor Georgie. We can actually turn his little head too. So he can look at Pennywise, but I'm not gonna make him do that. So he'll look at you guys. And he's in his puddle here because of course it's raining. And his little SS Georgie boat, which I wanna show you. Right over here, you can actually see it says SS Georgie on it. And unsuspectingly, he is about to face his fate of Pennywise, the dancing clown in the gutter. So I always thought this was incredible. It's really heavy too. It literally looks like a sewer. You've got, you know, the earth there, the sewer here, and poor Georgie is just trying to get his little boat and has no idea what he's about to face in the sewer. So I think this is the most incredible moments that Funko has ever created. I love it, and I love displaying this in my collection. Next up, we are going to do a little bit of a Ghostface duo. So I have my original Ghostface here. It is the 2-word, and it's signed by Skeet Ulrich, who plays Billy Loomis in Scream. Scream from 1996 is one of my top horror movies of all time. I've loved it ever since I was little. Every Halloween, I make it a point to watch it at least like 1,000,000 times. And there's something about the nostalgia of the original and the casting of the original is just so good. So good. And guys, they just announced Scream 7 is in the works and coming out in February 2025. So actually, no, 2026. So you know I will be there to watch it in theaters. I got to go with my mom for Scream 6, which was so much fun because we had always, you know, ever since I was little, watched the Scream movies together, and getting to go as mother and daughter to see one of them in theaters was incredible. And Scream 6 was so good, by the way. But I'm so excited for Scream 7, and Billy was always my favorite Ghostface, always my favorite character. So to have this original Ghostface signed by the one and only Billy Loomis, I freaked out when I got this in my collection, and I still do every time I look at it. This was like my first Grail ever in my collection. So it is very special to me, and I will cherish this always. Now, I did say we're looking at a Ghostface duo here, and I said that because if you guys saw one of my previous videos, I did a little unboxing of another Ghostface that I'm so beyond grateful to have in my collection, and that is my Ghostface, the newer edition, signed by the one and only Matthew Lillard, aka Stu Macher, and Skeet Ulrich, aka Billy Loomis. So guys, I do have my OG Ghostface and my new Ghostface, both signed by Skeet, and to top it all off, the new Ghostface signed by Matthew, which is absolutely crazy when I think that they actually held this. It's insane. I love the movie so much. Again, it's so iconic to have them as co-Ghostfaces. It's just such, honestly, it's the best movie of all time in terms of like horror, Halloween vibes. Absolutely love it. Right now I'm watching Creepshow with my mom. So excited because it's my first time seeing the movie all the way through. And I think I'm going to have to get that Geordie Pop eventually because, oh, guys, there's something about old horror movies that is just so much fun around the Halloween time. So let me know what your favorite horror movie is, if you like scary movies, and yeah, Scream is definitely my number one. In 1996, because the original is always the best. The next Funko that I have, which this isn't a pop, it's adorbs. It is my Jason Voorhees autographed by the first Jason ever, and that is Ari Lehman. This is one of my very favorite Dorbs ever. I love the horror ones. They have Leatherface, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, but this being signed, it's also authenticated over here on the bottom. So here's my Ari Lehman signed Dorbs. Still can't believe it. So the next pop that I really want to show you guys, because I showed you the movie moments of Pennywise in the gutter, is my Freddy Funko as Pennywise. This is one of my favorite Grails of all time. If you haven't seen this pop up close, the detail on it, the outfit, the boat, which is just so incredible. Funko absolutely did an amazing job on this. So this was an SDCC exclusive in 2018, limited to 4,000 pieces. However, this pop does not sell like a 4,000 piece pop. It is much more expensive and harder to find. They've gone down a little bit in value, but a couple years ago when I got mine, oh my goodness, they were so difficult to find. And this one is absolutely mint. So I have a lot of my Grails, as you'll see throughout this video, in my $7 a pop armors. I have any of my graded Grails, of course, done by PSA in their armors. But guys, I absolutely love this. Of course, grew up loving it in Pennywise. You know, all the classic horror movies, but my favorite is the new installation of it. And guys, oh my gosh, it's just, I still can't believe when I look at this that I have them in my collection. So the next pop that we're going to take a look at is actually another Freddy. So this one was the NYCC 2023 Freddy Bones. Now, guys, this was actually part of the Heavy Metal Halloween drop. And as you can see there, we have Freddy Funko dressed up, or I guess finally we take the mask off to see that it reveals Freddy Bones in this incredible black and white monotone color variant. Now, I love this one. This was my favorite one out of all of them, and this one was my favorite variant. So of course I had to include him in this video as one of my favorite Halloween Funko Pop / horror Grails. Now guys, the next one that we're going to look at, I think we'll transition over to a much older pop, much harder to find, and one of my favorite franchises of all time. I have seen the movie in theaters when I think I was 9 years old, and since then I have seen it in theaters both times at his return, among countless times on TV, and that is Coraline. Oh my gosh, guys, my love for Coraline, it is such a part of my childhood growing up, one of my favorite movies of all time. So today I wanted to highlight The Other Mother. This is a 2018, and oh my gosh, guys, the mold on this pop is one of the best that they have ever done. Now, I actually have all my Coraline collection up there, which you can't really see, but they are one of my favorite franchises of all time. This mold on her is incredible. You can see in the back there, her hair actually comes up just like in the movie. She's got the red boots on, and the skeletal frame on her, like her waist, they absolutely killed it. This is one of the pops, well, okay, if I had to come up with a top 5, this would definitely be in it for the pops that I would want a proto of, because this pop is just so incredible. Down to the part where they literally have nail polish on her. Like, it's so crazy. So of course, this is The Other Mother's close to, I want to say, the second to final form. before she becomes a crazy spider-looking, unhinged other mother. But this is one of my favorite pops of all time. The Coraline collection is something that I hold very close to my heart. So of course I had to include Coraline in this video. Next up, guys, we're going to go for another graded Grail. This is another 8.5 that I also purchased from the Papa Top crew. I absolutely love them. They are such amazing people. They're also a small business and they're veteran owned. So definitely make sure to go and support them. Give them a follow if you're looking for any Grails. Please go check them out. They are amazing, amazing people, and they have quite the collection. Oh my goodness. And that's an understatement. But guys, this is my NYCC exclusive Bloody Young Ben. I wanted this pop for such a long time. I finally found it on, I think I want to say a Papa Top Whatnot auction a long time ago, and I ended up purchasing it because I could not wait any longer. It's graded, it's an 8.5, again done by PSA, and this was a 2,000 piece NYCC 2020 exclusive. So I just love this pop so much. Again, I love the Umbrella Academy, and this pop is so good. The color tones that they used in the red with the contrasting colors on the uniform, of course everything is bloody there. It's just so perfect to me. And here's the back of the box as well as the side. I absolutely love it. Again, it's an 8.5. It's mint in my opinion, and it is such an incredible pop. I wish that Funko would continue to do this, where they almost come out with like these variants of pops and make them an NYCC exclusive. So I feel like hopefully they'll continue that in the future, but this pop is one of my very favorites. I love it. It's graded. It's beautiful. And I know it's protected for life. The next one that I pulled is actually one from Supernatural. This is Castile, and this is where he's covered in all sorts of things. I originally got this pop, this is actually 2015. I got this a long time ago, and I've only watched a couple episodes of Supernatural. However, I just loved the mold on this. The Castiel with wings is also so awesome. The mold on him is incredible. I'm so excited that we're getting Lucifer pops this year at NYCC. Lucifer has been a show that I've watched ever since the very beginning. Oh my gosh, the ending and everything just made me cry. It was such a beautiful love story, a story of understanding and building a relationship while also battling these evil spirits and crazy creatures. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're getting a Lucifer pop. It reminds me so much of Castiel with wings. So I had to make that little connection there. But I love this pop. It was a Hot Topic exclusive. Again, 2015, and this one's in incredible condition. Oh my gosh, I love this pop. I could not show off some horror / scary pieces from Buffy without showing off the Gentleman. This is by all means one of the most unsettling episodes of TV I've ever watched in my whole life. The episode is called Hush, and basically it's where this demonic band of gentlemen come into town and have this little box that basically captures everyone's voices. But the vibe of the episode, the feeling of panic with the characters and the cast where they literally can't use their voices, it was so scary and just very unsettling with the gentlemen. When you see them in the show, I don't get scared, but I did not want to look at them anymore. They float. So the new Buffy pop, you'll see the Gentleman pop is actually on a stand. They float, so they don't even walk around. And it's, once again, you just have to go look up a clip on YouTube or something. It is just incredibly unsettling. So honestly, one of my favorite episodes though. It was so good, and I love the plot and the storyline of it. So I had to bring in the Gentleman. If you've seen the episode, you know that this pop looks exactly like that crazy spirit creature thing. But I love it. The detail on here is so great. And you can tell it's definitely an older pop. So this was a 2014, guys, 10 years ago. And this is from the original collection of Buffy pops, which I'm almost 100% complete on. Love this pop. Scary as all heck, and definitely a great episode of TV that you should watch during this Halloween season. The next one that I picked out was my Vampire Spike Chase. Oh my gosh, I can't begin to tell you. Paul and I's favorite character in Buffy is Spike. Him in the earlier seasons and also in the later seasons, I love his sense of humor. One of the best characters. James Marsters is incredible as an actor, and this Chase Pop is so amazing. Of course, here we have Spike in his vampire form. And guys, this is the old Chase sticker. So again, it's very like nostalgic. 10 years ago, it's crazy to believe that this pop is almost 11 years old. But what I love, I'm going to bring him in a little close here, is that the face on the Vampire Edition pops from the Buffy line is so spot on to the show. Next one that we'll look at is my final one that I selected for my Buffy collection. It was a very hard decision, but that is the I almost said Spike. Vampire Angel and Vampire Buffy 2-pack. This was a Toy Tokyo Con exclusive. This is one of my very favorite Grails of all time. I'll turn it this way so you can see them a little bit better. But here we have Buffy as a vampire as well as Angel as a vampire. And this, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, like, look at their little faces. It's the best 2-pack of all time, in my opinion. I absolutely just love the way that they've done this. I also have this in a $7 a pop shield armor to keep it nice and safe. This has actually never been unsealed in terms of the box, like the Buffy box. It still has the original tape on there. And oh my goodness, it's just the most incredible pop. So I love this so much. Number 4, we're gonna count down from 4, is a Grail that I have that I've only shown off a very few times, and that is from the Adventure Time line. This is the most rare pop that I own in my collection, probably the most rare pop I'll ever own in my collection, and that is the Emerald City Comic Con exclusive 300-piece green lich. Oh my gosh, guys, this pop is so special to me. I was on the hunt, and I got this a very long time ago, but I was on the hunt for this for a really long time. I am getting very close to completing my Adventure Time collection. There's only a handful of pieces that I actually would still need to complete it. And this pop was one that I always wanted. So I grew up watching Adventure Time. It was a really key part of my childhood. It's one of my favorite shows of all time and one that I've still watched into my later years of life. But the Green Lich was always one that I loved in terms of pops. But the only downfall is that it is only 300 pieces and extremely rare to find, like extremely rare. So I was able to come across this and I jumped right on it when I had found one. This pop is extremely hard to come by, so if you're looking for it and if you find it at a good price, I would say go for it because the value, in my opinion, will never come down. The Lich is the kind of character that you absolutely despise, but you love to despise them. And they are just interwoven into the lore and the story of Adventure Time. If you've seen the show, you definitely know. We have 3 pops left, and those 3 are from The Lost Boys. So I wanted to finish out here with a bang. The Lost Boys is one of my all-time favorite movies. I am fully on the collection, including the minis, including the mystery mini, including the sodas. I can't get enough of The Lost Boys. So last year at NYCC, I actually picked up a sealed pop and t-shirt box set that was never opened. And that was for the incredible Target exclusive Vampire David, otherwise known as being played by Kiefer Sutherland. So this pop I had wanted for so long, and I actually bought this from the same company that I got my Freddy as Carnage from. I was able to find 2 of the things that I really wanted last year from the same incredible pop store. Oh my gosh, the selections at NYCC are insane. I swear to you, some of these companies are coming with over $1 million worth of inventory. Some of these pops, like I'm talking about Frenum, I'm talking about Stan Lee's, I'm talking about Protos. It was amazing just to stand there in awe of all these incredible pops and just look at them all. Ones that, truthfully, will probably be seen once in a lifetime. And you bet I took pictures with them as well. But guys, I was able to get this Vampire David in the sealed set. I have the t-shirt, of course, and I love the box. But oh my gosh, it's one of the best pops of all time. It actually reminds me a lot of the new Buffy Spike pop. The eyes are definitely, the same. And we even have his little earring there. If you've never seen The Lost Boys, you need to go watch it right now. I would say my top recommendations for Halloween season are The Lost Boys, original Scream, and Buffy. And I feel like, am I missing anything else? Oh, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina too. I think you would absolutely love. It's such a good show. But this pop is so special to me. I still can't believe I own this. Is the signed 175 piece, $7 a pop, signature series Michael Emerson by the one and only Jason Patrick. Oh my gosh, when I got this in my collection, I was just all tears because once again, The Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies of all time. I have seen it more times than I can count. And guys, this is signed by the one and only Michael. Show you, he's even holding the little chalice from the movie. He's got that iconic earring in there. And what I love is that Jason actually not only signed his name but wrote Michael, but it's nice because he did it up here. So big advice for anyone who's getting any signed pops, get it where you can still see the pop in the box. Some get signed like across the window, but what I love is that you can still see this so nicely here and see the rest of the pop, which is, you know, in my opinion, the best thing. So it's all up to whatever you prefer, but I definitely love it this way, and I still can't believe I have this in my collection. And guys, if you thought that was the ultimate mega grail, get ready, because this is the 20th and last pop of this video, and that is, oh my gosh, I still can't believe. Every time I look at this, I'm still in shock that it's mine and I actually have this in my collection. Guys, this is signed by the one and only Kiefer Sutherland. It is the signed David pop from The Lost Boys. I can't stop smiling whenever I think about this. Again, I cannot believe that Kiefer freaking Sutherland signed this pop. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy when you think about it. But guys, I also grew up loving watching the show 24 with Kiefer. So many incredible movies and shows that he's been in. He is one of our world's best actors, in my opinion. I absolutely love him. And to have a David signed by Kiefer, like what? To have these two? It's just crazy when you think about it. But this, I love once again that it's signed down here so we can see David's face, and it says Kiefer Sutherland, David. So totally epic. What a note to end this video on. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Wishing you the most incredible Halloween season. If you haven't seen The Lost Boys, if you haven't seen Buffy, if you haven't seen Scream, please go watch it now. You're gonna absolutely love it, I promise you. And guys, also, thank you so much for all the support on YouTube. Let me know whatever you want to see next. Keep me updated on things that you're interested in. What are your favorite grails that you saw in this video? Do you own any of these? Or what are your favorite grails that you have in your collection? And I will be back very soon for another spooky video. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you real soon. Bye, guys.